God didn't make me stop drinking, then I did. Maybe I can force myself to never drink again.
No!
No?
Dad, you like to drink, so have a drink once in a while. Have two. If you devote your whole life to completely avoiding something you like, then that thing still controls your life and you've never learned any discipline at all.
But maybe I'm just the kind of person who needs to have it all or nothing.
Nah, all or nothing is easy. But learning to drink a little bit, responsibly, that's a discipline. Discipline comes from within.
How did I manage to raise such a smart kid?
I've had a great teacher.
Thanks, son.
Hi guys, this is Tiffany and welcome back to my channel, Hot Mess to Success, as I document my journey from going from a hot mess to success. Currently, I am bringing my daughter to her driver's ed course, so I got a little time while I wait for them to get back. I'm actually sitting in her car. She drove here and she drives home. And guys, mind you, I had her when I was 16 years old. She's 16 now herself, so it's like a blessing. It's surreal. It's just, life, you gotta take it for what it is, like, because if you don't, you'll miss it. So anyway, I wanted to come to you guys and talk about the pressure and the negative effect of going cold turkey. So if you guys don't know, I am currently on a 5-year probation. I was sentenced for receiving 3 DWIs in a 4-year period. Hot mess, I know. And I had to attend a lot of classes, as you can imagine, in between that time. I'm like 2 years in. So yes, I had to take a lot of classes. I mean, I got one actually this evening at 7 o'clock. But one of the classes, and they make it mandatory for you to attend AA meetings as well. So one of the things that they highlight is like going cold turkey, and then also acknowledging that you're an alcoholic. First of all, I already told you guys, I'm big on words. Words are spells. So I told them then, baby, I'm not calling myself an alcoholic. Well, I say I have a drinking problem? Yes. Or had. I'm going to speak that shit into past tense. You feel me? But will I call myself an alcoholic every time I'm in this class or attend these meetings? Absolutely not. And they were like, okay. But anywho, it is stressful when you have to go from 0 to 100, especially when it's breaking a habit. And the reason why that cold turkey method can be kind of detrimental to you is just like a child. If you tell a child that they can't have something, it makes them want it even more. I promise you, alcohol did not occupy my mind. But it's like the fact that I can't have it, it almost seems like it occupies more mind and more space in my mind. One of my girlfriends even was like, I think, because I told you guys, like, I've gotten in trouble since being on probation because I was still trying to be slick and hang out with my friends and drink. And when I did, I would go like overboard. And one of my girlfriends was like, I think it's because the fact that you know that you're not supposed to be drinking. So whenever you feel like you have an opportunity, you just go overboard, like more than you normally would. And I'm like, damn, that is so true, because it's such an emphasis that's been put on it. It's almost like a forbidden fruit. And our flesh craves those forbidden fruits, those things that we know we shouldn't be doing. So that's where that discipline and that wisdom comes in, because you got to be strong, especially if you let yourself get away with it for so long. I tell myself, oh my God, I can't drink anymore. That gives me anxiety. That makes this process dreadful. So I started being real with myself, and I'm like, you know what? I like to drink. I like being on vacation. But I'll be like, oh my God, okay, so when I go on vacation, what am I never going to drink? What am I going to do? And like I said, if you can stand to be sober-minded, man, you're like one of the dopest, rare breed ass people out here. And don't let nobody take that from you, because that shit is cool as hell. I don't care what nobody say. Struggling with an addiction or a substance, that's not cool. That's lame. You know what I'm saying? When you need a crutch, that's lame. So, but anywho, I was just like, that freaks me out when I think about it. But then I have to be honest with myself. So I don't want to just cut alcohol out of my life, even in the future. I'm not going to lie. But I do want to be disciplined enough to stop at like 2 drinks. I don't want to be drunk ever again in my life. That's for real. Like, maybe a little tipsy, but I'm taking it one day at a time. I know right now while I'm on probation, I don't have a desire to drink. I want to be in compliance, and I want to see where it takes me in life. And I know that's what's been one of my biggest hiccups, because my life is already excelling just from this little time period that I have not. But I want to come to a place that once it's over, if I want to have a drink, I can. I don't like the thought of telling me that I can't never do it again. That puts too much emphasis on it. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to add a clip. Well, I did add a clip at the beginning of this video of this South Park episode that I watched last night. And you know, when I'm really in tune with the spirit, me and God, we like this. You know what I'm saying? I was doing something else. South Park was playing, and it happened to be an episode. I don't know if you guys are familiar with South Park, or all of you are, but Stan's dad is like one of my favorite characters. And Stan's dad has a problem with alcohol. And this episode is like all about his alcoholism. But it was at the end of it, you know, every now and then, South Park will drop some gems on you, and Stan did at the end of the episode, and I was like, that's so real. I knew I wasn't the only one tripping, like thinking like that. Like, he was telling his dad, don't put so much emphasis, saying, he was like, Dad, you like to drink, you just lack discipline. You don't have to go cold turkey and deprive yourself of something that you enjoy doing. You just need to learn to be disciplined enough to not have more than 2 drinks and not get shit-faced drunk, you know? And I'm like, that is so real. And it takes time, because that amount of alcohol, if you consume a lot of alcohol, remember I mentioned in one of my previous videos about your brain becoming chemically imbalanced. And so sometimes you have to drink to balance out that chemical imbalance because you've abused alcohol. And but over time, the brain restores itself. It just takes a bit longer because it's not processing it as much as you did when you were drinking alcohol to get it imbalanced. If that makes sense, I hope it does. And so going cold turkey is not a good thing to do from alcohol. I know some people really suffer with alcoholism and, you know, have done some detrimental things to their life where they don't even fool with alcohol. And again, I respect it. That's what's up. But I'm saying people who are similar in my situation, they're not everyday drinkers. They're binge drinkers. You know, they enjoy drinking in a social atmosphere, but they don't know how to stop. That needs some discipline. You know, if that's something you want to continue doing, you're going to have to either learn to be disciplined or you're going to have to go cold turkey, you know. But I do think that it's healthy to take time periods and take breaks when you are cold turkey, if you do plan on drinking again. And that's kind of where I'm at with it in my mind frame. I'm like, this probation period is a time frame where alcohol is not going to be a part of my life. And I want to see how that affects me. You know, I don't even need it. It's not called for. I'm not in the season of partying and traveling. I'm in the season of I'm in the season of really working on myself inside and out, mentally challenging myself, learning to make sacrifices to get me to where I want to be. So I don't have to use alcohol as a crutch because I'm upset about something. And most of the time, honestly, me with my drinking issues is because I was not living up to my full potential. You know, I kept shrinking myself to fit in smaller places that my ass knew I didn't want to be in. And the only way I could be in them places was to be drunk. And that's not cool. So I'm not going back to that shit. You know what I'm saying? That keeps me like, because that's all that's that way. And I know what's that way. I don't want to go that way. I want to go this way. I want to go on the uncharted territory. Let's see what that's like. And definitely healthy to take breaks, to fast from things that you really enjoy doing. That's what builds discipline. That's what helps you prioritize. You know, even like weed. I don't think anything is wrong with weed. Do I smoke weed every day? No, I've never been, you know, but ain't nothing wrong with weed. It's a time and a place for everything. But I understand when people take breaks from weed, because sometimes weed can make you unmotivated, especially if you got like things to do. You're trying to pursue your goals. You want to wake up and be eager and not be relaxed and chilling. Then it's time to take a break. So everything is expedient to us, guys. You just have to learn that there is a time and a place for everything. And then everything is cool in moderation. And that's where the discipline comes in. Staying between those boundary lines. That's what I'm learning. And that's why I keep telling you guys I'm going to document my journey so somebody can learn from my experience. Or if you're hard-headed, you're going to have to go through it with me. But stay tuned.